Day 2 in NYC, starting the day at Starbucks across the street because I need caffeine. And then I'm going to meet Mark Ghermezian, who was the founder of Appboy, serial entrepreneur, angel investor, really good dude. Very excited to catch up with him. And then a couple of meetings later on this afternoon in the city with startups. And then tonight I am meeting Clark Valberg for dinner. I am a huge Clark Valberg fanboy. He's the CEO of Envision. He is my guru, my mentor, my rabbi, and my friend. Big fan of his, and I'm very excited to catch up with him. Tomorrow, meeting the faculty from Turo, the guys who brought me in here. And then Thursday, 1 o'clock is the big speech, the commencement speech at the Turo graduation. And then that night, 9 p.m., back to Israel. It's going to be a crazy week. But first, let's have coffee. Exciting meeting for me, man. I'm very excited that we're finally, this is like, it's been a long time since we've been saying let's catch up.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm sitting next to a guy who I've now known for
9 years, 10 years?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So it's a cool story because an old friend of mine from like school that I went to, I think 20 years ago, reaches out to me, I'd say like 10 years ago. And he's like, oh, I have a good friend launching some startup, take a look at it. It's like, okay, he literally didn't even tell me Mark's name. He said, I didn't know who the CEO was. I looked at it, Appboy was the name of the company back then. I was like, oh, that's really cool. Anyway, long story short, we connected. We worked together for a couple of years, doing the blog. It was a lot of fun. His company, now called
Braze,
has exploded. I mean, you talk about current valuation or you don't talk about it?
No, not publicly.
So like big numbers. You raised $100 million?
We raised just shy of $100 million.
Insane. So you now are what's your official title at Braze?
I actually don't have a title there right now.
You were the CEO, you're the founder, and now your co-founder's CEO in the company, and you're highly involved in.
Yep.
Are we talking about what's next, or you don't talk about it publicly?
Not yet. No.
Okay. Let's just say the guy has another strike of brilliance. Okay. What's your name?
Mark Ghermezian.
Mark Ghermezian. By the way, I want to tell you something. Everywhere that like I ever mention your name, somehow anyone who I'm sitting with is like, oh, Mark, yeah, he's a good friend. Everyone knows you, man. You're like a brand. You should just know that. All right, give me your background. Where'd you grow up? What's your story?
Well, I grew up in Edmonton, in Canada, and
that's why he's so nice, by the way.
Yeah, and then went to yeshiva in Toronto actually, and then Israel for 6 months, and then I went to Yeshiva University. And during that time, I launched a couple companies, and then got married, moved to Houston for 3 years, and that's where we thought of Appboy, and then we went to South by, met some investors there.
Wow.
And then that was back in 2011, 2012.
Interesting. First of all, I totally forgot about the Houston thing. I actually have a favorite ask, but we'll turn that off before I ask a favor. Appboy, now, I keep forgetting the name.
Braze.
I mean, for me, it will always be Appboy. I don't know, but how long is the company? What year did you found it?
I founded it when I was just myself tinkering with the idea, probably in 2010. And then we didn't get real funding from a VC till the beginning of like 2012, end of 2011.
The company, as far as the idea was, like, it made several pivots.
The premise was always there. It was always connecting the brand with the user of the app. How we've done that and what we've done, we've changed, and I think kudos to my two co-founders, John and Bill. We were able to build a really great product and vision around what we wanted to do.
Was it? Am I completely imagining this, or was the original idea like a social platform for app developers?
Yeah, the original thing was almost like a LinkedIn for developers, and then we had an SDK that let developers integrate and let you check into your app. And then we grab that data for the apps and the users, and then that data would be shown to the developers, and then they would be able to act on that data.
So someone looking like externally at this company, it looks like a Cinderella story. Like, you know, started an idea, boom, 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 exploded. But the reality is, I know, like internally, how like blood, sweat, and tears went into this company.
Oh, absolutely.
Butt off. I mean, we're talking about a decade here.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Did you ever think it was gonna get this big? You guys are dominating, right?
No, we didn't, and I think honestly it came down to the team having great co-founders and the people that are there now, our investors. We were early in the market when we first thought of the concept, and there were a lot of different competitors. We call it whack-a-mole. They just came and we just stayed very focused on what we were trying to do there.
I love it. All right, in addition to the Appboy Braze thing, Braze?
Yep.
I got it right, yes. It took a couple of times. In addition to that, you're also an angel investor.
Yeah.
Give me some thoughts on that. What are you investing? How, what are some cool,
Yeah, I think for me it's always been about the founders, early stage, and just getting to know the founders, size of market. We like to see if a VC is leaving, because I don't have the time to really do as much due diligence as I can. But it's really come down to having a phone call or meeting the founder in person, and I think that early, if you look at what happened to Appboy, which is now Braze, it just takes someone who's smart and can really keep their ear close to the ground and be able to navigate based on the market demand.
100%. It's unbelievable. I mean, first of all, I'm just curious. When you say Appboy Braze, is it in your head still Appboy?
I still call it Appboy, but I probably need to say Braze, formerly Appboy.
Okay, so can you name some of your investments, or you don't talk about that publicly?
I guess some good ones have been WAG. They were a dog walking app. We've done.
They're big now.
Yeah. We've done ThoughtSpot that's recently raised, Outreach, and Rubric is another one.
Intern. Talk about that.
We've done Intern. Yeah.
Ronen's like a legend.
Yeah, so I think we're fortunate enough that I'm able to I think I give a different perspective because I was a founder and CEO myself, so being an investor, I can help a lot of these founders give them a different perspective.
Incredibly important.
Which I think is really important.
Incredibly important.
And
also, one more side thing is, if that wasn't enough, your family is a very active real estate player.
Yes.
Right? Give me a 2-second overview of what your family does in general.
I think my family's just always looking to disrupt the spaces that we're in, and I think my father and my uncles really, when they thought of building a shopping center, it wasn't just to be a shopping center, it was how do you build an entertainment center that has shopping that was secondary to it. Fortunately, with the grace of God, we've been able to be a pretty dominant player in the marketplace in shopping centers, and we still believe in shopping centers as a place, but more of the entertainment and where you go as a family and indulge yourself in the entertainment.
All of America is you guys, right?
Yeah.
Incredible. Unbelievable. So you got entrepreneurship in your genes. That's what it sounds like to me. Anyway, man, listen, fantastic to catch up. I want to turn this thing out because I want to talk to you a little bit about Houston, but goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. If there's anything I can do to help with any of your challenges, you don't even have to ask.
Thank you.
Old school, but no, but I'm serious. I don't even know if there is anything I can help. That's why I asked what your challenges are. But you seem to be kicking butt in everything you're doing. I'm very, very happy to watch it. And man, I gotta say, we never had the chance to actually sit. I don't think, but
no, we haven't.
You in many ways, honestly, were a big part of sparking my whole, I would say, content career. You were my first.
Yeah, no, I remember you were writing content for us at the big early days for yourself.
Years ago, for a long time.
Yeah, for a long time.
So that's
I wonder if it's still on the blog if you search for your content.
I think not, but actually, I think to me at least it showed me that you can build a brand via good content, and not only when you're writing content about yourself, but as a market thought leader, So I guess for that I should say thank you, because I built my whole career on that. But anyway, Mark, if I could help with anything, you let me know. I appreciate this, and we're gonna take this thing offline and ask you a question.
All right, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
I love when good things happen to good people. His companies are exploding. When I say his companies, both the companies he's invested in and the companies he's founded are doing incredibly well. The dude is immensely impressive. Now off to Battery Ventures, meeting Logan, one of the partners there, introduced to me via Scott Tobin. Any introduction from Scott Tobin, you know it's going to be good. Very excited. Running to this Battery Ventures meeting, and I forgot my phone in the lobby downstairs. Then I realized it wasn't on me. Almost had a full-blown heart attack. Thank God they found it. Just running around between meetings, and I need to pay attention to these things, because that would have sucked. I often say that I aspire to be the dumbest guy in a room. And one of the ways by which I can judge that is the speed at which someone's brain works. Yeah. This guy right here, oh my God, I feel like this was a meeting on speed. I loved it, man. It was great. Okay, so let's just start from the beginning.
Yeah, sure.
We were introduced via Scott Tobin, who you guys saw in the vlog last week. I kind of forced him to be on camera. He was like, no. I was like, I'm putting on the camera. And so we didn't do a full interview, but I already informed him that our next meeting, he's doing an interview because I love Scott. I think he's one of the most brilliant investors out there, definitely in Israel. And he introduced us. And, like I said to you in the beginning of the meeting, no agenda, just kind of meeting cool people. And so, like I said, the amount, I feel like, between my energy and your energy we covered in the last hour was crazy. Who are you? What's your name?
Hey, my name's Logan Bartlett. I'm based in New York. I work at Battery Ventures alongside Scott Tobin, and yeah, we're sitting in the Battery HQ, the one-person Battery HQ in New York.
This is your main home?
Yeah.
Wow.
And only person.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
For the maybe half a person watching this who isn't familiar with Battery, I think you can close your ears if this is going to embarrass. I think Battery is widely considered, probably top three, enterprise / B2B kind of VCs in the world.
It's nice of you to say that. Yeah, we've been doing this a long time. We've been around since 1983, 35 years now. We're on Fund 12, so a lot of success that I don't deserve any credit for. But
it's pretty incredible. Yeah. What, just off the top of your head, just give me some of the unicorns that you guys invested in.
Yeah, recently Wayfair, Glassdoor, Marketo, Sprinkler, Exact Target.
Wow.
Yeah, so a bunch of Israeli ones as well.
Incredible.
So,
Incredible. All right, so let me ask you this, and again, I told you we're over time already. I know you have a lot of things to do, so I'm going to really cut to the chase here.
Right.
Your focus. You told me what.
Yeah, so B2B software. So the way that I think about it is typically, usually after the founder, entrepreneur has found product market fit, usually they've taken in, we're not the first capital in. The way I kind of think about it is various ones. So $1 million in ARR, recurring revenue, when you're adding $1 million in net new quarter, and then $1 million in net new a month, those are various inflection points. It usually lines up with Series A, B, C, but it's typically when an entrepreneur is really looking to scale and needs expertise or support along that journey. So
okay, so let me ask you this, and I'm totally putting you on the spot. You can totally say you don't have time for it, but if an entrepreneur in your space, not a completely irrelevant one, wants to because I feel like you're very much, me and you are aligned in terms of you really want to share your insights with entrepreneurs and value add and all the buzzwords.
Yeah.
If an entrepreneur wants to kind of pick your brain, what is the best way to get in touch or get on your radar? They want to send you a deck. What's the best way to get in touch?
Email Logan at Battery. It's easy enough.
And I don't know if you're going to give out your email.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You said half a person didn't know Battery already, so they could probably the rest of the group could probably figure it out. Yeah. So and then Twitter. And Twitter's easy enough as well.
Twitter? I'm going to follow you right now.
J Logan Bartlett at twitter.com. Or no, that's not.
Wait,
that's an email address. Sorry. J Logan Bartlett. And
J
then
Logan.
J.
Whoops.
J. Logan.
Logan Bartlett. Boom! Oh my gosh, I'm not following you.
Yeah, there you go.
Excellent. All right, so I feel like again, just sitting here and watching your energy was awesome, and goes without saying, like I said to you before, anything I can do to help, I think there's endless things that as a firm, and you yourself, the insights that you shared with me and the things that are going on in your head, I feel like you can do amazing things with that, and anything I can do to help you in any way, in any capacity, now we had this meeting, so I think we share the same kind of energy and philosophies about a lot of things, so just feel free to...
Yeah, and if any entrepreneurs or CEOs sort of fall in that strike zone or just want advice or support in any way, feel free to do the same.
It's like a golden offer. Take them up on it.
Yeah.
Fantastic to meet you.
Stuff.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. We started the meeting with my phone missing, and I was a little bit anxious, but I can't.
We made it through. Yeah. I picked it up after there.
Scott, I love you for this intro, man. All right, so we'll be in touch. Fantastic kickoff meeting, and let me know when you're in Tel Aviv next time.
Sounds good.
Coffee on
Can't wait.
Or beer or steak or whatever.
Yeah. I love Tel Aviv.
All right, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
Out now to dinner at Bedford on Park, undoubtedly one of my favorite restaurants, with one of my favorite people, Clark Valberg, as in Clark from Envision. You might know him from your inbox. Guy's like a brand, but that's not why I love him. I love him because he is super humble, built a massive unicorn, has no ego, and is one of the smartest people that I know. And I'm super excited that he agreed to have dinner with me. So yeah, it's gonna be a good night. So how many times have you seen me actually fanboying over someone? I'm fanboying, full-blown fanboy.
This is not an episode of a show, is it?
It is, and you're on it right now.
Right now?
It only took like a year and a half, dude. You know, we're doing a full-blown interview tonight over steak.
Really?
Hells yeah. I really hope that was an important phone call.
That should be delayed.
Delightful. I love that
It
word.
won't be, but it should be.
It's the man himself. I'm gonna turn this off now so we can hug it out, all right?
Good to see you. You smell great.
Thank you, dude. I just showered, especially for you. I'll say one thing. You know I love Clark Valberg when I'm not forcing him, like physically twisting his arm, and forcing him to get on the vlog.
Arms untwisted.
Because I don't care what, you know, you can close your ears if you want. I call Clark when I need advice on anything. Tech, religion. Oh, but he's my guru, my rabbi, and I really want to interview him, but he's playing hardball. So we made a deal, and we're gonna say this on camera. In a couple weeks you're in Israel, we're doing an interview.
Doesn't that make me so much better?
Do I have your word? Otherwise we're doing an interview right now.
On camera?
When you're in Israel, we're doing an interview, right?
I'm very good at not answering questions, by the way. I'm good at this when you.
I'm gonna punch you. You heard him say it, right?
I heard him say I'm a witness.
When you're in Israel, we're doing an interview, right, Clark?
Let's do it. Let's just do it.
Clark? Dude, I'm gonna put the camera down right now. We're gonna do a full-blown interview right now, unless you come in.
You're trying to escalate. You're escalating. I'm saying we will do this in Israel. We're doing this in Israel.
You look very concerned. Are you concerned?
No.
Are we doing this in Israel? Are we gonna do it over steak?
We're totally doing it.
Look at the leftovers.
Any land animal.
Look at the leftovers on this table, man. Just like, look at that. You could like feed a whole, oh my God, that cookie. We're doing this, right, Clark?
It's happening.
Clark?
Yes.
Clark Valberg, the man himself. I'm putting this thing away. Phenomenal dinner, phenomenal service. What's your name?
Thank you. Sam.
Sam. Really appreciate it. I always have a great time when I come here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
But the lamb bacon takes the cake. That stuff is off the hook. But that steak was incredible too. Bedford on Park, big fan.
My pleasure.
Big fan. You're the manager. You're the manager here, or what's your?
I'll take you to this place, yeah.
I love it.
Thank you.
Tell Steven I say hi. Tell the owner, what's his name again? Remind Mendy?
Mendy, yeah.
Tell him I say hi. Big fan, huge fan. I'll be back next time. Thanks, dude. Day 2 in NYC coming to an end now. Fantastic day. Early morning meetings. Tomorrow's going to be the busiest day so far, and then Thursday, the day after tomorrow, is the graduation. But tomorrow's going to be nuts. See you then.